What's up, Lorehounds? It's Koopa here for Free to Play Friday. We have not done a Free to Play Friday in, well, actually it's been a week, so don't know where it's going with that. I was thinking from that time frame where we had like a month missing, but that's not the case anymore. We're actually jumping into Dungeons and Dragons, aka Neverwinter. It's not an AKA, it's actually the title of the game, because I haven't played it a little bit, want to play it, and I wanted to see where I was. But honestly, one of the biggest thing is, since we are doing all this PAX East content, well, sorry, not doing as in it's all in the future, but finishing up, there's like 2 videos left. Please check out lorehound.com, check out all the PAX East content we've done. Also, of course, youtube.com/lorehound. Go over there and subscribe. We kind of had to tweak what was on my hard drive because I ran out of space. And I needed to be able to help the editing crew do all that kind of stuff. So I had to drop a whole bunch of things and stuff that I normally would play in Free to Play Friday and whatnot. And also, I haven't played Neverwinter in a little bit. And by that I mean just a couple of weeks. And I've been getting more into it as I've kind of left WoW for the, I don't know, let's go with the 13th time. And you know, it just is appealing for different reasons, different than what WoW offers. And also, of course, they have the Elemental Evil coming up. They have the Xbox One coming up. So they've been in the news a lot, on my mind. And unfortunately, there's the sad news of all the layoffs. Specifically at Cryptic Studios, saw a big slashing on, I think most of it was on the Star Trek Online team. I can't remember the specifics of who, and it's all rumor and conjecture and stuff like that, based on inside sources or alleged inside sources. So we don't know for sure, but there have definitely been layoffs. That is for sure. And restructuring in PWE, the parent company of Cryptic Studios. So, you know, they're in limbo-ish. Obviously, that's coming out, but as far as content in the other games, who knows? STO had a huge content drop at one point, which is odd because, you know, I've also heard the opposite, where the success of STO at times is what enabled Cryptic to stick around. And really, it was the Atari days that was the big problem, not the since then days. But we also know, people that follow the industry as close as I do, and I'm sure you guys do if you're watching, MMO companies go through these kind of cuts all the time, as do a lot of your general developers, because it's very much a, you know, on again, off again, super development. Now we're launched, we don't need as many, as much as a head count, as much development to keep content coming out, because the vast majority of that time is spent developing the game, developing the tools, developing the things that will allow people to actually add content and stuff like that. But it's different in a game like Neverwinter or a game like STO, where they give out these tools to the community to actually go ahead and make their own content. And some of it, which is really highly rated, it's almost like you're giving out things to stop you from working. It's kind of awesome, right? Like, most of these people are all for it because it's such a cool thing to see what the community comes up with. But dangerous in the respect that maybe they're going to spend 40, 50 hours just working on that one thing that's awesome. And, you know, because of business stuff, you don't get to spend the time to develop the thing that you really would have wanted to. Something to chew over. Anyways, we are on the first day of spring here in Philadelphia, and it's snowing. Not normally how this goes. Normally, Philly spring is very nice. Actually, the Northeast in general, spring is awesome, because there's, you know, everything's coming back from the dead. We got zombie nature going on, but it's not going on right now. It's just, it's kind of like the worst kind of winter snow, because it's sleet and snow and just awfulness. I walked home from the subway and my feet were soaking wet and just all this horrible stuff.